I think New Futures is a wonderful program for young parenting teens, and it really helps them get their education and helps watch our kids, and it helps us actually graduate faster than most regular schools.
Tell us how you found out about New Futures.
Actually, I found out from another teacher from when I went to another school, and she recommended I come here because she understood my situation because she was once in the same place.
How do you like the procedures at New Futures?
I really like the routines that they have here because it really keeps the kids in order, and they tend to have their own daily routines while we're here, like working on getting our education, and it really helps the kids.
Explain what you think about New Futures.
I honestly think it is a good school for parents, so it really does help, especially with me because I have 2 kids, so it's kind of easy for me to get my work done. So.
Tell how you found out about New Futures.
My mom used to come here when she was pregnant with me, so that's how I do.
How do you like the procedures at New Futures?
They're okay. I don't really mind it. I'm just here to get my work done and be done with it.
Has New Futures impacted you?
I say it does because it helps me. It benefits me because I don't really have anybody to watch my kids. So it's an easier way for me to get my education done.
Tell us one program that helped you out at the school.
I'd say the E-Academy because I'm able to do my online classes and my regular classes, so it helps me get everything done faster so I can graduate ready.
How do you feel about dime time at New Futures?
I actually like it. It's easy, because it's a lot easier for me to shop there than to go anywhere else because it's not too expensive for me.
Why did you want to work at New Futures compared to other APS schools?
Well, in the beginning I did work at an APS school, and it was at Albuquerque High School. It was kind of overwhelming because there were a lot of students there. Once I came to New Futures, I actually was a first-time parent, and bringing my daughter and having Jinx welcome her with open arms, I felt that this was the place for me. I have a relevant, having a baby at 5.5 months at the time, and I felt that I could bring a lot to the table for the kids that I taught with health and being a first-time parent, and smaller classes was more personable, and I'd like to actually know my students one-on-one.
Do you like working at New Futures?
I get that asked by a lot of people daily. I absolutely love it, and the reason for it is because we see babies all the time. Young parents, that's not really the important part. I think it's just seeing them come to class, nurturing their babies, taking care of them, loving them no matter what, and we respect our students just as much as they respect us, so I like seeing the atmosphere, and everybody just kind of welcomes everybody in open arms.
Has New Futures impacted you?
Yes, it has. For one, it's never a dull moment here. I come to work really on my toes to kind of say, what's gonna be thrown at us today. It is a challenge, but I take the challenge head on, and I appreciate every ounce of this job, how I teach it, how I do my teaching, the staff that's here. It's impacted me in a positive way. And I never want to leave this place.
How do you feel about babies in the classroom while you're teaching?
I love it. All the babies laugh. Whenever I get a baby that laughs at me, we're best friends. So when I get that best friend relationship with them, I feel really good. Who doesn't want a baby in their class? I feel that, that's pure joy. A little person that could put a smile on your face in ends of 2 seconds if you have a bad day. So I'm all about having babies in my class.
Do you think it's dangerous to have them in the classroom at some point?
Where's not dangerous nowadays? There's a lot of things that go on outside of school. There are things that happen inside school. If there were dangerous situations and the babies were there, I think as staff we would do our job, and we would make sure to protect those kids to the best of our ability.
Why did you want to work at New Futures compared to other APS schools?
The reason why I wanted to work at New Futures is because I love the aspect of it being such a small school, and we provide huge impact on students. I believe by us being so small, we're able to connect with every student here, so we're more like a family and community. That's my favorite part.
Do you like working at New Futures?
I love working at New Futures. I actually started out as a CDA. I got my bachelor's, went to go teach, and I came back and I said, I need to come back here. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to come back because I love it. I love what the school's about. I love what we stand for. I just love it. I don't know.
Explain what you think about New Futures.
So I think that New Futures is a beautiful small community, but we're also a very dynamic community. I feel like we have a lot of services and things that we can offer, and then we can also give you guys the tools that you need in order to succeed, and I think that's the best part. We have all of the stepping stones, and then if we don't have those resources, we can find those resources to help you guys. I think that's my...
Has New Futures impacted you?
Absolutely. If you go to a big school where there's 650 students in one grade, you don't get to meet each individual student.
Why did you want to work at New Futures compared to other APS schools?
I actually live nearby, so that's how I found out about the school. But when I started here, I realized that I love this school more than any other place. And the population, the kind of kids who come here, it's like I was made to teach these kids.
Do you like working at New Futures?
I love working at New Futures.
Explain what you think about New Futures.
Well, I think that New Futures offers something that no other school can. Because if you're faced with the decision of having a baby when you're in middle school or high school, you need support, and that's what we provide. So not only do we have all these programs like having dime time where you can get stuff for your kids, or having our nurse's office where they take care of the babies and the students, or having our daycare on site, or being able to breastfeed in class. Besides that, we also have teachers who really care and want to help the kids. And we've got smaller classes so the students get the attention that they need.
Has New Futures impacted you?
Well, certainly. I've met wonderful people here, and the students teach me so much, probably more than I teach them. Yeah, I love teaching here.
How do you feel about having kids in the classroom while you're teaching?
Well, I do admit that because I love babies and children so much that I sometimes do get distracted by the babies because I want to say hello to them. But I also feel like that's good for the kids because I validate them by them knowing that I care about their kids. And I do think that it's wonderful for the babies to be able to be breastfed at school, and also for babies to be in the classroom and to hear language going on and hear learning going on. I think it might, in a way, prepare them for going to school later in their lives.
Do you ever feel like it's dangerous to have a baby in class?
To have a baby in the class? I don't feel like it's dangerous for my students. I don't feel like it's dangerous for the baby because they're being held by their mother. I guess my only concern there would be that it increases the ability for germs to be spread. Other than that, I don't think there's any concern.
Why did you want to work at New Futures compared to other APS schools?
Because I think that New Futures has the best supporting program in APS.
Do you like working at New Futures?
I love working at New Futures because I love working with the students, and the babies, with all their issues, and I help them find ways to help themselves and their children grow up and become successful.
What do you think about New Futures?
I think New Futures is really something exciting that most cities should have. I think it's a new way of teaching kids how to grow up in a wonderful world and helping them get through life successfully.
Has New Futures impacted you?
Yes, I've been impacted particularly by the babies at New Futures and how wonderfully that they do and how they're taken care of, and just learning so much about them.
How do you feel about having kids in the classroom while you're working with another student?
I think if you have a child, that child should be comfortable with you anywhere you are. So I think in the classroom, she should be just as comfortable as you are in the classroom.
Do you think it's dangerous to have people in the kids in the classroom?
No, I don't.